Welcome to DataPencil.
Hello everyone, welcome to our 50-day SQL practice challenge. Today it's our day 8 and we are going to proceed with removal of leading and trailing space. Then after that we will convert the data types of all the columns so that we can proceed with our analysis part. Okay, so let's move and quickly fix these issues and let's begin. So in the first task, let's resolve the issue of leading and trailing a space. And for that, let's open our Excel worksheets, the raw data that we have. And here you can see that we have already fixed many issues. Like in the performance tables, there will not be any leading or trailing space issues. Then in the salary table, there is again no leading and trailing space issue. Okay, then come to this employees table. Here we have already fixed the age table, cities table, right? The employee name, this is left, so this column we will fix today. Here we will basically remove all the trailing and the leading space, the space that is at the initial and the space that is at the end side. Then in attendance table again, no problem, no issue. In the departments table again, there is no issue. So basically we have to fix the leading and trailing space for this employee's name. Okay, so for that, let's open our VS Code and here let's create a new file for day 8. So day 8.sql, and guys, you have to submit the valid GitHub link, all right, because we have checked that few of you are submitting invalid GitHub link. It is related to other repositories or it is a link that is showing error 404 error, so it is not at all acceptable and we are canceling your candidature for this challenge. Okay, so please be very careful while you are submitting, see what you are submitting. Okay, so now let's begin, and here we are going to firstly use our 50 days SQL challenge. Let's run it. Now what we will do, we will simply remove the leading and trailing space of employee's name. Okay, so for that we will write update. Which table we have to update? So it's clean employees table, and here we are going to set the employee's name equals, we will use the trim function as it is used for the direct removal of leading and trailing space. Okay, on which column we are going to apply this trim? So we are going to apply it on employee name column, and that's it. Now let's run it. It's done, guys. Okay, so now let's move to our second task, you can say, which is the conversion of data types. Okay, and here we are going to convert the data type of all columns of all tables. Okay, so let's write here data type conversion. It's very easy. I will show you the conversion process for one or two table. Then you have to do the same thing for the rest of the tables. Okay, so let's begin. And here we will use alter table. So first of all, we are taking the employees table. Employees. So alter table, clean employees. Okay, here we will write modify employee name. First one is employee ID. So employee ID, let's have the sequence. So employee ID, name, age, city, department ID, and then the hiring date. So employee ID, and the next one we are going to write the data type. So it's an integer, comma, modify, comma, modify employee name as varchar, comma, modify age as integer, comma, modify. The next one was city as varchar. Let's give the limit as 50, and then modify department ID integer, modify hire date, this we already did, and anything else? No. Okay, so this is it. Now let's run this code. It's done. Now if you want to check, so we will write describe function, cleaned employees table, and let's run it. So here you can see that our data type is changed. Here it is integer for employee ID, employee name is in varchar, and so on. Okay, now let's do the same thing for next table, and I'm taking this time the department table. So for the department table, the same process. So we will use alter table, and there is only 2 columns in the departments table, and this is department ID and the department name, correct? So let's simply write alter table, cleaned departments, modify department ID as an integer, comma, modify department name as varchar. And this is it. Now let's run it. It's done again. Now let's check for clean departments table. Now let's run this one. Okay. So here we have successfully changed and converted the data type. Now you have to follow the same process for rest of the tables, which is attendance table, salaries table, and then the performance table. Okay, so this is it for today's task. Tomorrow we are going to practice a major concept that we are going to use it frequently in the remaining days. All right, so let's end today's video and do the submission carefully, guys. Okay, bye bye, take care, keep practicing.